All right, welcome Triton Trojan fans. Andy O'Hara alongside Kinsey Atkins and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler. Here as we're live back at the Trojan Trench here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network as the Triton Lady Trojans get ready to take on the Jimtown Lady Jimmies. The Jimmies come in with a 1-5 record as their win against Elkhart Christian. Triton coming in 3-4 following a loss against Kaden on Saturday. Both teams trying to look to rebound and falling both on a one-game losing streak here as they come into this one. Triton sitting there 1-2 in the conference, 3-4 as we said, averaging 43 points a game while defensively allowing 37 a game. Jimtown coming in with offensively scoring 30 points a game while defensively allowing about 52 points a game. So a team that's going to allow a little bit of scoring, but like I said, this is a team not to sleep on. This is a tough team. I mean, like I said, they're not super young. They got a handful of seniors. They got a couple seniors out there, and they have one player over 6'1". But yet, you want to look at this group. This is going to be a tough group to play. Kaden, you watch that group. Tonight's prediction, 54-28 according to John Harrell. Series last 15 years, Triton looking to even it up at 7-7 as Jimtown has that advantage over the last 15 years according to John Harrell. Kaden, if you're Coach Heckaman tonight, what are you preparing these girls to do after kind of that, I don't want to call it a debacle, just a tough game against Kaden?
Yeah, tough loss against the Kaden Comets last Saturday. They've had a couple days to prepare for this Jimtown Jimmy squad after the Northwood cancellation that was supposed to be Monday night. So I look for Triton to do what they inevitably didn't do against Kaden, that's feed the post. Your leading scorer is Abbey Viers with 67 points on the year.
Averaging about 9.5 a game. I mean, you look at the stats there, you know, and you look at Kinsey Atkins and Taren Yates, both averaging over 6 points a game, almost 7 points a game. And you got an Emma Hepler. Unfortunately, Emma's not here tonight. She's averaging over 7 points a game. So that outside shooting, you're going to be losing that perimeter player. But yet, you got to find another way to score. And the post was there all night long against Kaden.
That post, if you feed the post, that's going to open up that inside-outside opportunities. Because once you start scoring down there, the defense is going to suck, leaving shooters like Kinsey Atkins, Taren Yates, people like that to get open, find their spots, get set, and knock down shots.
And another thing, you're going to have Jaelyn Bules. She'll be in that starting 5 rotation tonight for Triton. You look at her and you look at, like you said, an Abbey Viers. But yet Lexia Hostrawser is kind of that wild card. She can hit the mid-range jumper. Once Lexia gets a little bit of that confidence and she starts dropping shots, she'll hit them all over the place once she gets that hot start. We're about 30 seconds away. We'll have the national anthem, starting lineups, and we'll be right back on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Trojan Trench for tonight's contest between the Jimtown Jimmies and your Triton High School Trojans. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we'd like to welcome Jimtown as our guest at tonight's game. At this time, can you please rise, and gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we honor America with our national anthem. to introduce the starting lineups. First for our guests.
All right, there you got the national anthem starting for both teams. We'll start first for the visiting Jimtown Lady Jimmies. Kaden, who we got starting since you're back?
Starting for the Jimmies, Cassidy Yates, Cynthia Zartman, Jocelynn Sandoval, Abby Brown, and Riley McPhee.
And the 5 you're going to have out there for Triton, you're going to see Taren Yates, Kinsey Atkins, Jaelyn Bules, Abbey Viers, and Lexia Hostrawser will be the 5. Another thing, Kate, for this group, for me, they got to do a better job with ball control. You know, averaging about 17 turnovers a game. You know, and unfortunately, that's kind of one of the things here with nobody being able to really get a lot of practice time and everything. You're going to see mistakes like that. And early in the season, this is something this group's got to keep working on, but yet they'll get there. There's a lot of potential with this basketball team. They just got to start controlling those turnovers and just do what they do well. Kind of like I said, work inside out.
Lineup, number 2, Cassidy Yates.
So as we get ready to go here,
I'm going to be honest, I'm out of breath. I had to run back here.
yeah, you had to take off there a little bit. Of course, Jimtown's coached by Shantae Williams, her first season as coach.
Now the starting lineup.
And Adam Heckaman, of course, searching for career win 137 here in his 13th season. Kaden, it's good to be back at the trench. I mean, unfortunately, I am kind of missing the couch at Ryan's house.
I don't remember the last time we've been here. It feels like it was a volleyball game.
Well, I think it was John Glenn. I think was the last time we were here. I'm guessing.
No, I think you're right. The season opener.
Yeah, season opener. Yeah, that was pretty much it.
4th of November.
4th of November. So it's been over a month since we've been in here in the trench. So the JV in their 2 quarters put up 33 points. So there's a lot of good that came from that JV half that they played. Coach Heckaman giving out the final instructions here as he talks to his girls. Coach Heckaman, you know, really works good with these girls. We'll see what he can draw up here tonight.
One thing I noticed during the JV game is the girls fed the post. They were looking down low for Addyson Viers and Morgan Feldman, and quite frankly, it worked. I don't remember the point totals for each girl, but they both had a lot of points down there.
And of course, halftime, I think we're going to have an interview. Not sure yet. He didn't give me though. Kat didn't talk to me when he went down there, but we might have a halftime interview.
He's a good speaker. He doesn't even need to think when he talks.
Well, that works for me. It's less work I have to do. So Abbey Viers gets ready to tip off against Jocelynn Sandoval, the 5'10 senior. As we have our conversation at the scores table, as they're trying to get some things sorted out. Don't know what's going on.
I think the lineup was incorrect that Don called out, maybe.
Oh, I was going to say, because I got mine from the coach.
Yeah.
So they try to get everything kind of sorted out here. Like I said, Kaden, you know, we talked about working inside out. You saw the group play against Cass. You know, they were in that ball game, and they were there. They kept fighting. We see this team get out. They can get out and score. They got to get there. They got to control that basketball. And, I mean, like you said, feed the post.
Well, what really killed them in that game was the 2 points in the second quarter. Triton was leading after the first quarter, but only put up an abysmal 2 points. 1 basket made in that second quarter. And, yeah.
And Caden's going to go down and see what the holdup is as they're trying to talk, because I don't know. I got my lineup from the coach.
This is a new one for me. I don't think I've ever seen this long.
I've never seen a tip-off take this long. I want to appreciate the Jimtown fans as they're watching tonight as well, along with all our Triton Trojan followers. As Orion said the other night, we're about a few shy of 3,000 subscribers on the channel, right?
90?
90?
The other night we were 90 away from 3,000.
So we almost hit that mark. As it looks like Kaden has some information for us.
So according to my sources, there was a incorrect number. Yeah. So instead of a technical, they're just going to let that number 4, Talia Gates, start instead of
So Talia Gates will be in there instead of Cassidy. So that might be a quick substitution following the first dead ball. And now we're going to get things underway here from the Trojan Trench. As Abbey Viers gets ready to tip off against Jocelynn Sandoval. Jocelynn, a lefty shooter. Looks like she can hit well, hit mid-range jumpers as we watch her in warm-ups. And Gates has it, going to work it all on over, and Jimmies are going to get a start off with it. Zartman with it up top the key. They're going to go to work against this 3-2 zone.
A different defense from the Trojans as we saw Saturday. Run to that 2-3 zone, which allowed casting shooters to get open and find their spots and knock shots down.
Gates with it now, going to go into the side of the corner there to McPhee and taken away by Taren Yates. She's got Kinsey Atkins streaking down the near sideline, goes up, Banks is closed. Can't capitalize on that one. Coach Heckaman wanted that one to drop as well. Zartman with it, she'll push it up the floor for the Lady Jimmies. She'll kick it on over here to Brown. Brown looking down low, kicks it right back up top. Jimmy's trying to work around that perimeter, trying to get something open up down low. Like you said, you got a 5'10 Sandoval. She gets it there. Kicks it back out to Zartman. 3 balls up. Too strong. Rebound, Lexia Hostrawser. Nice box out there. Yates is going to bring it up. Coach Heckaman calling out the play. Hands off to Atkins. They're going to go to work. Hostrawser down the left wing. On top to Bules. Atkins on the right wing feeds Hostrawser all by herself. Goes up strong. Can't get that one to drop. Had a little bit of deflection there from McPhee. Coach Williams calling out the play for the Lady Jimmies as they bring it up the floor. Brown with it. Kicks it back on top to Gates. Jimmy's patient on offense, missing that 3 ball. 1 turnover for him. Brown goes down low. McPhee's going to try to go, but she's going to take off before she puts the ball on the floor, and that's a traveling violation. And as we said, Cassidy Gates will check in now. Also checking in will be Justice Williams, the 5'7 freshman.
They are missing Sandoval on that high post. She's been open every time I've looked at her. Every time they swing that ball, she's open. No one's dropping to cover her.
And watching her in warm-up, she can hit that jumper right where they're feeding her. So look for that to kind of develop. We'll see if they can penetrate that Triton zone. Down low to Hostrawser on the right block. Go ahead on top to Bules. Kinsey Atkins, she'll try a 3. Dials long range, can't get it to go. It's just short. Hits the sidearm. Viers is put back, no good. And Sandoval gets the rebound. The Lady Jimmies go right back on offense. Zartman patiently letting things kind of open up. Goes on over to Gates. Williams with it now on the right wing. Looking down low. Gates has got a little bit of a pocket there. Tipped around. Bules and Sandoval fighting for it, but I think they're going to call a foul. They're going to say it just went out of bounds. Oh, went out of bounds.
On the Jimmies.
As they say. And Riley McPhee, the 5'8 senior, she'll check back in. As Bules will go to Kinsey Atkins, she'll bring it up. Both teams looking for their first points of the game here with 5:30 to go in the first quarter.
Triton has missed 3 bunny shots right within 5 feet of the basket early in this one.
Hostrawser baseline jumper in and out, just off the mark, tipped away by Bules. And it's going to go out of bounds on the Trojans, and the Jimmies get it back. Just a tough sledding here in this first quarter, but it's just a little slow getting going.
I forgot to take the lid off the basket before they started. That's on me.
Triton shooting 42% coming into this game from inside the arc.
Man-to-man defense from Coach Heckaman and the Trojans.
Be interesting to see how this one works. Gates now gets a screen from Sandoval. Pick and roll was there, didn't go to it. Williams down the right wing, hands off to Zartman. Zartman stops the elbow, go on top to McPhee. Sandoval goes on over to Williams, gets the screen. Williams with a deep 2, puts it in.
The freshman with the first points.
Deep 2 works there. Bules gets a little bit of pressure there from Zartman. Kinsey Atkins settles it down. They're going to reset the play here. A little bit of a zone defense being played by the Lady Jimmies. Bules now tops, straight away goes on over to Kinsey Atkins. Viers in the elbow, pull-up jumper, side iron, no good. Sandoval and Bules got to fight for it, but it's going to go out of bounds on Triton. And the Jimmies get it right back. Looking to score on back-to-back possessions here with 4:21 to go in the first quarter. Zartman with it. Taren Yates out there with some tight defense. As Kaden said, they switched that man-to-man on that last possession. McPhee with the screen, goes on top to Sandoval. Zartman gets a nice screen there. The pick and roll working for the Lady Jimmies on that last possession. Had Sandoval there for a moment. Williams works, and she shot that same shot, and she's going to drill it again. 4-point lead for the Lady Jimmies. They're coming into the trench, and they're shooting on fire inside the arc. Atkins up to Taren Yates. She waits patiently on it, takes off with it. She'll drive the basket, and she's going to have 2 points there. Almost jinxed it.
Yeah. I thought she wasn't going to catch it. She had it bounce one time, and then the defense was right there.
Zartman now is going to bring it up. 2-point ball game. Both teams now on the board. Zartman's going to go. There's going to be a travel. She's going to kind of spin around there. Couldn't quite keep her footing. And there's a turnover. The Trojans get it back. 4 turnover by our count by the Lady Jimmies. Kinsey Atkins now a little bit of a full court press here by the Jimmies, Kaden.
Ooh, they missed Abbey Viers.
Yates goes out of bounds with it.
She's going to stay here. They had Abbey Viers. There's no one back here. You just throw it up at the basket. Let her run underneath it.
Quarterback throw.
Yeah.
Let them have it.
Yeah.
Bules gets it across here. On to Yates in the right wing. Viers trying to get position down low on McPhee. She gets the call. She goes right down, but almost a travel there. Viers fighting Sandoval. We're going to might get a 3 seconds or a jump ball. Triton gets to keep the ball. Nice defense by Jimtown to get right down there. Swarm Viers at the basket. Kind of saw she stumbled a little bit, but really closed in on the shooter there, Kaden.
Tough pass, tough pocket. Surprised that got in there without being tipped.
Abby Brown now checking back in, the 5'6" freshman. Will come in for Cassidy Gates. Atkins looking to inbound, goes up to Hostrawser. 2 from the elbow, no good. Tipped away by Viers, and Zartman's going to come away with the rebound.
Man, 2 Gateses and a Yates. You're going to struggle tonight.
Well, if I don't start combining names and build names like I usually do, it'll be interesting.
Triton's back to that 3-2 zone, switching defenses again. Good hands by Taren Yates.
Nice job by Jimtown to keep a hold of the possession there. Down low to McPhee. She'll go baseline. Yates tips it away. It's going to stay right here with the Jimmies. Okay, and you saw a little bit there. What do you think of that 3-2 defense versus that man-to-man right here starting off this first quarter?
Well, I think Coach Heckaman went away from the man-to-man because he saw Justice Williams come off of 2 ball screens and just with that no one in her face, just burying shots. It doesn't seem to matter. Justice Williams is out here with a tear. She drives it to the rim.
We'll see our first trip to the charity stripe tonight. Foul's going to be, I believe, on Taren Yates. First team foul. And Justice Williams is the line for a chance for 2 points here. And she's got 4 on the evening thus far.
Got it.
The young freshman making the most of her minutes. As she'll get ready to set this one again. Nice backspin, drops it in. 4-point ball game. All 6 points belong to Justice Williams. Hostrawser kicks it up to Yates, kind of a little bit behind her. Yates now working against Zartman. Zartman with the good defense shuts off the drive. Yates picks up the dribble, goes to Hostrawser. She was going to try to work with it, tries to feed Viers. Bank is open. Nice play there. Nice heads up play by Lexia Hostrawser to see the defender kind of come in, and Viers kind of had a little bit of separation, had a little window, made the most of that opportunity.
Yeah, nice 2-on-1 play. She faked high and went low with the bounce pass, and turnover by Jimtown. It's their 5th.
High pass there as Zartman couldn't corral that one out. Checking is number 24, J.C. Faulkner, the 6'1" sophomore. Watch that matchup down low. Like I said, a couple of the Jimtown forwards are down low, playing that 5 spot. There's some talent there. Kinsey Atkins now looking, goes on top to Yates. She'll shoot that one from 3-point land, no good. Rebound goes to the Jimmies. Missed shot there by Brown, highly contested. Taren Yates hits the deck hard.
That should have been a travel.
Coach Williams wanting a call there. As Hostrawser gets in the low block, kicks back up to Taren Yates. She'll take back off the baseline, retreats back to the 3-point corner. Good defense by the Jimmies to push that drive back. They're doing a real good job keeping away those easy 2 points there where they drive. Blocked up down there by J.C. Faulkner, or Folkers. Jeez Louise. Zartman now will be patient, let the offense get set up. Yates comes out to put a little bit of pressure on. Tipped by Bules, that one goes out of bounds. Inside a minute to go, our score is 6-4. Jimtown, seems like they have most of that momentum. Their defense has been outstanding.
And Triton has not shot the ball well. 2 for 9 from 2-point and 0 for 2 from beyond the arc.
Maybe you should have took that lid off a little bit sooner there, bud.
Well, I'll get it at the quarter.
Okay. Kinsey Atkins with the active hands. That one gets over to McPhee. Feeds down low to Brown. Shot up, no good there for Faulkner. Atkins looking down court. Had a little look, but nice. Wisely pulls back. Yates transition 3, no good. Rebound's going to go to Brown.
Like that 0 for 3 from deep.
That's Triton, like we said, coming in the game. The team, and they've shot really not terribly bad. I mean, 37% from beyond the arc, but you see, I mean, when they get streaky, they get pretty streaky shooting the 3 ball, and if they'll start hitting,
well,
they go in bunches.
You're missing your best 3-point shooter in Emma Hepler, who's 50% on the year, 15 threes.
Taren Yates intercepts that one. She's going to work here. Inside 10 seconds, has got to get this ball up. 5 seconds now. Kinsey Atkins is going to have to force one. Bules, it's going to be the buzzer and can't get that one to go. Jimtown's going to take the lead into the first quarter. As Justice Williams, all 6 points there belong to her, and she was a tear there during that man-to-man defense. And, like I said, Kaden, you go into this thing here, you see kind of what you got in the first quarter. You got those pregame genders kind of out of the way. This second quarter, Triton's going to have to come out firing on all cylinders if they want to get a chance to get back in the lead.
Yeah, they have to shoot the ball better. It's simple as that. 2 for 10, 0 for 3 is not going to cut it. No trips to the free throw line. Only 1 foul, so, I mean, that's for either team. So the ref's kind of letting them play out there. I don't really know what you do to do anything different. They're having open shots. They're just not converting.
And like I said, but that's nothing to take away from Jimtown's defense because their pressure defense, when someone gets that ball, they're closing out on the shooters really quick. They're putting a lot of pressure down there in the lane. Jimtown's really coming out with some pretty stifling defense. But, I mean, like I said, Triton's down playing decent on the defensive end as well because all of the shots that Jimtown's made, they've been contested except for those 2 jumpers there by Justice Williams. But like I said, you got to stick to it. Triton's got to find a way to get that ball into the basket. I mean, you got people who can score, but you just got to find a way. And, that mid-range game, Lexia Hostrawser got some nice looks. I'd look for there, at least to that point there, to try to get some of those mid-range jumpers to go because there seems to be a little bit of an opening there. And maybe they'll pull to her a little bit. It might open Viers down low.
One way they can solve the problem of not shooting well and getting open shots, move the ball quicker. I see girls hold it for about 3 seconds before they swing that ball. Swing that ball, get quick reverses, get the defense out of position. That's going to open up shots.
Tip by Bules. Williams goes to the floor. The 5 out there for Jimtown will be Williams, Brown, McPhee, Gates, and Faulkner. Bules, Yates, Atkins, Viers, and Hostrawser are the starting 5 out there for Triton. Williams directing the offense. She'll work right. Gets the screen from Gates, goes in the corner, has to drop it down low, but Viers is going to touch. It's going to go out of bounds. That ball's going to stay here with the Jimmies. I probably would have had a hard time pulling away from that one. I'd just say I see it, and I get.
See ball, get ball, right?
Yep.
Travel.
McPhee goes. We're going to get a travel. And the Trojans take over, a chance for their first offensive possession of the second quarter.
6 turnovers for the Jimmies early in this one.
Sandoval's going to check back in on the next dead ball. Yates goes on top to Viers. Hostrawser trying to get position down low. Yates on top. She'll try another 3. Can't get that one to go. Rebound's going to go to Brown. Coach Heckaman did not like that possession at all.
A quick shot. I think three or 4 passes before that shot was taken. I mean, that's very quick possession.
And the Jimmies, time of possession, if we kept track of that, they're holding on to it. Faulkner has it now in the paint, kicks out to Gates. She'll try a deep 2 off the front iron. No good. Rebound, Abbey. Abbey Viers had it for a moment. It's going to go out of bounds, but it's going to stay here with the Jimmies according to the officials. And Sandoval will check in for McPhee.
Jimtown substitution, number 14, Jocelynn Sandoval.
Now the Jimmies having 2 of their tallest players now on the floor. And Sandoval and Faulkner, who gets an open look. Banks open for that young lady. 4-point ball game.
I don't know if that was a good play or bad defense or maybe a combination of both.
Had Abbey Viers all by herself. She'll miss the open shot. Brown gets the rebound, was late getting that ball. Williams now will slow it down, gets ready to bring it up. Addyson Viers will check in following this timeout by Jimtown.
We'll have to ask our halftime interviewee if finals are playing in any of this. I know some classes aren't having finals because of the COVID, but
True, I guess.
this is finals week.
Yes,
it is finals week. Well, as no longer a student, I don't miss that week.
Substitution for Lady
Although
Trojans, number
I was one of those last minute crunch it all in.
Are you talking about studying?
Well, yeah.
I couldn't tell you. I don't remember studying for a final.
I had to crunch it all in there, so I had it fresh in my memory before I walked out.
Well, I mean,
walked in the classroom.
Most of the classes now give you a note card, so you can just write whatever you want on that. Well,
they didn't tell us what was going to be on the final 75% of the time.
Oh, you get a study guide with all the questions and.
Oh, good grief! I didn't get that till college.
It's much different than it used to be.
Williams goes in the middle to Faulkner's, tipped away by Kinsey Atkins. She'll keep it alive and get it past the half-court line. Works near side to Hostrawser. Down low to Addyson Viers. Viers goes up strong, gets it to go. Addyson Viers, the freshman, comes in, used that frame as Kaden called for it. Feed the beast down low. Williams now brings up Triton with their three tallest players on the floor now. Kinsey Atkins jumps the pass. She's got the fast break. Justice Williams is going to provide pressure, but Gates is going to tip it away. It'll stay here with the Lady Trojans. McPhee will check back in, as well as Zartman for Jimtown. As Brown will come out, and so will Faulkner's. Kinsey Atkins to inbound. Lexia rotates up top. Zartman gets a piece of it.
It's a bad pass, Kins. Turn around. JB.
Bules down the right wing, feeds Addyson Viers, but she's going to get put there. They're going to call a foul on the floor on Jimtown. Be their first team foul coming up here.
32.
That's going to be on McPhee. A little bit different angle. I don't have to ask Kenny who the foul was on tonight.
I can see the court.
I mean, although I do miss the comfortable seat of Orion's couch. Viers misses that one. Abbey Viers can't buy a basket. And, you know, I see the look of frustration, but give her some time. She's got to just get that confidence back in herself, knowing that she can score down low. When that confidence comes, Abbey can go on a scoring tear.
I mean, right now no one can really buy a basket if you're the Trojans.
Trojan defense with 3 straight forced turnovers.
Jimtown. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. Jimtown now with more turnovers than points.
Atkins on the left wing now looking down low. Feeds Addyson Viers. The freshman goes up. Banks open for Addyson Viers. The young lady takes a lone out, and these two game teams are tied up now. Didn't know I was going to go with that.
Feed her.
Feed her.
Feed the post.
Hey, feed the beast. It's open. McPhee back on top to Gates. Gates into the corner. Williams feeds down low to Sandoval, and Abbey Viers is going to get called for a foul. Second team foul for the Trojans.
Triton foul number 24, Abbey Viers.
In the shooting motion, I guess.
Sandoval now. Williams made the first 2 free throws, and she can't get that one to go. A little too strong. Hit that back iron, kind of rolled up on the backboard.
I think she had a lot of forward momentum before letting that ball go. I mean, she was here when she let that ball go, already on her toes.
A lot of lefty free throw shooters, you'll see them kind of lean into their shot a little bit more. And she gets out and tickle the twine there. They regain that lead by 1.
That was a more fluid motion from her before letting that one go.
Kinsey Atkins will bring it up. Taren Yates checked in for Jaelyn Bules. See what this 5 can do here. Yates goes on top to Hostrawser. Addyson Viers patrols the baseline. Abbey Viers on up to Yates. She'll drive. She'll get a shot there. McPhee with the pressure, and the friendly bounce rolls in. Triton gets their first lead of the ball game, up 10-9.
Inside, outside. High post, look opposite.
Kaden called it. That's what he called for pregame with 4:22 to go. Triton clings that 1-point lead. Zartman with it now. A little bit of urgency now for the Lady Jimmies. Williams goes in the paint. She'll kick out to the corner now. Addyson Viers with a nice closing defense there. Baseline jumper for Williams. Up too strong. Rebound, Hostrawser. Yates with an out past the half-court line. She's going to bring it up to Kinsey Atkins on the left wing.
Oh,
Yates didn't see that one. Hostrawser luckily there to catch that one. Hostrawser almost travels there, but keeps that pivot foot planted. Gates jumps the route. She'll keep it, tries to keep it alive. That one will go out of bounds. Stays here with the Trojans as Bules will now check in for Lexia Hostrawser. She'll get her first break.
They're just keeping that 6-person rotation for the Trojans. Not very deep so far, one substitution.
Yates goes down. She'll drive. Floater up from inside the free throw line. Off the sidearm, no good. That'll stay here with the Trojans as Addyson Viers and Sandoval in on the rebound. We're going to see our first moment tonight here for Renee Anderson, the 5'6" junior for the Jimmies, checks in. She'll take her spot along the baseline. She's on Addyson Viers now. Kinsey Atkins looks inbounds.
Someone get open.
Bules rotates to her. That was a nice job by Bules to rotate to Kinsey there on the baseline. Yates retreats. They'll set up the play. Viers down the elbow, kicks out to Bules. Bules will drive. Kicks back out. Yates goes to Atkins here on the near side. Quick pass down to Abbey Viers. Deep two for Bules, no good. Viers can't get the rebound. It's going to go to Anderson, who just checked in, and Jimtown takes back over. Williams works with the screen from Gates. She'll pull up for their first three-pointer now and drops. Justice Williams. I believe she's got to have 8 on the night.
9.
Man. Kinsey Atkins with it. Goes to Addyson Viers, and she'll travel. She'll kind of get happy. She'll kind of leave her feet there before she passed and came back down before she let go of it. Justice Williams inbound, and the Lady Jimmies with that 2-point lead, following a 3-point basket there. Justice Williams can't seem to miss.
Oh, she is 2 for 3, 1 for 1, and 2 for 2 on the night.
Bules helps take it away. We're going to get a double dribble. And the Trojans now with 10 turnovers. Hostrawser checks back in. Abbey Viers will get a break.
10 turnovers.
Oh, I'm sorry. I looked at that number. Oh, my bad. 2 turnovers. Sorry.
They've actually held the ball pretty well.
Well, I looked. I forgot the big number was the score. My bad. Allowed 6 or 7 mistakes a game. Yates works in. Might have got away with the travel there. Kinsey Atkins on the left wing. Gates tries to jump the route, but she'll get called for the foul with the body there. Team's second, her first. Trojans inbound on the far sideline. Oh, I guess near sideline. As Faulkner will get ready to check back in for Jimtown.
Checking in for Lady Jimmies, number 24, J.C. Faulkner.
And Brown as well will check in. As Anderson will come out.
Also
and Zartman will come out as well for the Jimmies.
Yep.
Yates to inbound, goes up to Kinsey Atkins now. 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Jimtown in the lead by 2. Bules works to the corner. Kinsey Atkins now. Trying to find a place to go with it. Bules now. Jimtown quick on defense, not really giving a lot of looks. Head fake, not working there. Atkins kicks it back to Bules.
Kinsey, crowd that 3-point line.
Atkins feeds Addyson Viers deep too. That one was got a piece of it, but Hostrawser comes in and gets the rebound. On top, high pass to Kinsey Atkins. Hostrawser falls down. A little slow to get up there. Bules deep 2, steps into that one, can't get the friendly roll. Hostrawser gets another offensive rebound. Back to Bules. Minute 20 to go, trying to find a way to get back, to tie back up or take the lead with Kinsey Atkins drailing a 3. 1-point ball game. And she gets that one to go. As we approach the final minute of this second quarter, Triton just jump back up to a 1-point lead.
Kinsey, don't gamble.
Brown steps back, kicks it back onto Sandoval. And over, Williams will try another 3, and she can't get that one to go just short of the mark. Brown blocked by Hostrawser. Brown fighting there. Taren Yates jumps it, and she's going to fight for it. And they wanted a travel call there. The Jimtown faithful not happy with that one. That one's going to go out of bounds on the Trojans. As one of the officials was a little busy listening to one of the Jimmies, and
all right.
And the official now talking with the crowd. A lot of arguing going over there on that far set of bleachers.
Someone's going to get tossed.
Williams goes to Brown. She'll try it too. Can't get that one to go. Hostrawser gets the rebound. They're going to call a foul on McPhee, I believe.
It'll be her second if it is.
Oh, they call him 24, I believe. That's on Faulkner's. Their third team foul. 24 seconds to go. 1 point ball game. Kinsey Atkins brings it up for the Trojans to try to see if they can get another basket on this possession. Yates drives top of the key, kicks it down low, intercepted by Brown. Brown goes to Williams. They got 10 seconds here. They're looking for them to push the ball here. Williams almost loses it there. Keeps it. She'll try a three and can't get it to go. Brown with the rebound. Putbacks up, no good. Hostrawser with the rebound, and that's the end of the first half. Triton clings to a 1 point lead, and Jimtown wanting a foul call on that one. A lot of high drama here in this first half.
You said it, partner.
We doing stats now?
I sent it to you.
Kaden will read those off, and they get ready to go across there, and I'll get prepared for he's coming up here. You're not putting me on camera, are you?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want the points first or the statistics?
Let's do points.
Shoot.
Is that for Jimtown?
Jimtown.
All right. For the Jimmies, Justice Williams with 9 of the 12 Jimtown points. She is leading the way in almost every statistical category for the Jimmies, coming off the bench even. 2 points for J.C. Folkers and 1 point for Jocelyn Sandoval. Now for the Trojans. 4 points for Taren Yates. 4 points for Addyson Viers. 3 points for Kinsey Atkins and 2 points for Abbey Viers. Team stats for each team. Oh, went away.
Oh.
There we are. Triton is yet to shoot a free throw. Jimtown 3 for 4. Triton 5 for 19. From inside the arc, Jimtown 3 for 8. And Triton just that one lone three-pointer from Kinsey Atkins, and Jimtown 1 for Justice Williams. Triton's done a good job limiting turnovers. The count is 4-9 here at the half.
We're going to regroup and have an interview here in a little bit. We'll be right back on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
All right, welcome back, Triton Trojan fans. We're going to change gears here and go away from sports and talking about the FFA crops judging. Brandon here is on that group there. Brandon, it seems like you guys had some success here as of late.
Yes, sir, we did. We competed in the contest last Friday virtually, of course, socially distanced in the ag shop, and we had the second place overall high school team in FFA, and we had the second place overall junior team in FFA. I placed first overall, and then Parker Alford placed 17th overall, and Austin Weiser placed 14th overall on our team.
And that crops judging now, I did crops judging freshman year, and that's been a little while ago. Virtually, how did you guys end up having to do all the stuff you guys have to do virtually?
So it was set up on a Quizlet, and they gave us an hour each timed, and we went through the crops ID, and then the grain grading exam, and then the overall exam over your knowledge.
Now, we'll dive into the local the topics here now. Talk now, like I said, identification. What is that, and why is that kind of important to know?
So crop identification, it's more for the scouts. So if you go out into a crop field, you might find yellow nutsedge, or you might find a foxtail seed, or a weed that you don't know how to identify. So the crops need crop scouts need to know how to identify those, so that way they can get you the right herbicides, pesticides, or know how to get rid of those inside of your field.
Because you get the wrong pesticide or herbicide, you could wipe out your entire field, and that's bad news for the loans or anything you got to take out to be able to get that field planted and the stuff you're looking for to your bottom line for the year then as well.
Yes, sir.
Now, the next thing, the one thing I struggled with was grain grading when I did it. Walk us through what grain grading is and why is that important to like the consumer and the farmer going forward, especially with what that seed can do?
So grain grading it's 200 points on the exam, and we do a paper version, but in college I know that they do an actual envelope, and they take a sample out of a corn container, and then they process it. So it's out of 1,000 grams, and then say it has yellow corn in it, and then there might be cockleburs, which you don't want in that. So that might take down the grade a bit. And the grades are US 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then sample grade. Sample grade is the cheapest price, and US number 1 is the highest price. And US number 1 is the best quality you can get. That's what the consumers want. That's what the farmers get top dollar for. And then the more you go down, the cheaper it gets for the farmer, so they're not getting as much revenue and you're not getting as quality corn.
Which, in going back to, like you said, with the crop identification, that's where that plays in to get that higher quality set of grain going, like you said, because when you go out to, your guys are your family farm, you don't want to go out, you're not going out just to do it for fun. You're going out to make money off of this. And if you have poorly graded grain, that could also mean if you're going to get even close to breaking even, you could be losing money at that point.
Yes, sir.
And then now going in, I mean, like I said, now crops judging, and like you said, now with your team like that, everybody kind of, now what are you guys doing to prepare to get ready for state? Because I know we had our certain little things of how we did the identification, the different sayings and different things. What kind of things do you guys do to kind of make it fun to get you guys engaged before you guys go to a contest?
Well, we've been fortunate enough with our FFA alumni that they've provided a lot of study materials for us.
Hey,
we have practices every Sunday from 1 to 3, which can change depending on how our students want to learn. We usually start in about September to October, and then we go all the way up until the state contest, preparing, just studying, going over grain grading, exam, crops ID. I quiz them really hard on that, and they respond really well. And then, unfortunately, this year we couldn't go down to Purdue to compete at state. But we usually go down and we stay in a hotel and we bond as a team overnight, and then the next morning we wake up at about 6 a.m., go take the contest, which is 3 hours, and then pass out on the way home.
Well, exactly. You got to pass out on the bus on the way home, because usually that's what, we're saw. We took one of the real big buses, so I mean, we had plenty of space. You could stretch out across there, and I mean, I could stretch across the 2 seats, and I was good to go to get a nap there within that one. But when you guys go down to Purdue, what kind of place where's the place to stop to eat for you guys? Because for us, I mean, it varied. We had to split off in groups. I always had to hit 5 guys. That was kind of always my pick to go somewhere down there. But where's the place you guys got to hit when you're down there for contest?
See, I got to give a shout out to Fisher because she introduced me to Mad Mush Pizza.
Okay.
So we'd always have that the night before, and then after the contest, we either get Pappy's or 5 Guys. It depends on.
I forgot about Pappy's. Now, going back now, also coming up, you guys are going to have the auction coming up too. That one, we don't know what that's going to look like yet, if it's going to be a live auction or if it's going to be an online auction. What kind of things are you guys doing for that auction?
So currently our auction committee is working with the alumni to set that up. We are hoping to host it at Bates Corp at the given date that we have selected. I can't remember which that is. I believe it's at the beginning of April. Around April 4th is usually when we do it, around the Easter weekend. We are currently getting ready to go out and call all of our consigners, and we'll go out. I remember 2 years ago I went to a nice old lady's house that she just wanted to get rid of everything in her garage, and our FFA members came in and we cleaned out her garage, and she actually ended up selling the whole garage.
Oh, hey. And, and like you said, stuff like that, it's good to get the community involved, and then especially this community really gets involved with that FFA program, and especially all the stuff here, the Triton community gets involved with about everything you see. We did the workers auction, we did the consignment auction. The workers auction was fun, except you had to watch who you got picked by. Because I get picked, and with hay baling experience, unfortunately, I had to bale a lot of hay for a bunch of different people, and I didn't enjoy doing that. But
did you guys mention how the junior team did?
Oh, yes, he did.
They placed second overall.
Okay.
Yep. So, Brandon, appreciate coming up, buddy. Good luck at state. I know you guys got a lot of work ahead of you. Hopefully you guys are able to get down there and do that live or in
that
person.
Was state.
Oh, that was state. I guess, or for national then, I guess, correct?
No.
Don't get a national then?
No, sir.
Okay, well, hey, congrats on winning state.
Thank you.
Being top overall, that's being the big dog down there for that. I'm sure your folks are pretty happy with that.
Exciting, 2 years in a row.
Okay, well, congratulations, buddy. With that being said, good luck down there with stats, and we'll talk to you later. We'll be back in about a minute or so here with basketball on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, we got agriculture out of the way. Now we're going to get back to basketball. 13-12. Kaden, what do these girls got to do in this second half besides shoot better?
Well,
I'm going to take away the easy one here since you were making fun of me on that there a second ago.
yeah, you did take away the easy one. They got to
Yes,
shoot
sir.
better, but they got to keep disrupting Jimtown, who had 9 turnovers in that first half. If they can keep that going, that strong defensive run there, that should lead to some transition buckets and hopefully easy scoring opportunities. But we've seen transition layups been missed early on in this one.
Viers can't control that one. They're going to work here on offense to start off this second half. Starting 5 out there for both teams. Yates on the right wing. Trying to direct traffic. Goes to Viers, the free throw line. Down to Hostrawser. Back to Yates. She'll work back to Kinsey Atkins as they're trying to find a way. This Jimtown defense has been stifling, but Triton's got to hang on to that basketball. I mean, but still, 4 turnovers, that's a pretty good number for that first half. They just got to get that ball to go in.
Especially when you're averaging 17 turnovers. So, I mean, that's a major improvement.
Almost a miscue on defense. Coach Heckaman wanted that ball to go somewhere else. Atkins has it. We're going to get a foul down low on Jimtown.
I believe that'll be on Sandoval.
And it is. Be her first personal, team's first of the half here. Took us a while to get a foul in that first quarter. We get one early within the first couple minutes here. Hostrawser gets the inbound jumper to go. Trying with her largest lead of the ball game, 15-12.
It's Lexia's first points of the game. She's now 1 for 4 from the field.
And you know, the third quarter belongs to Lexia. Every single time she plays in that third quarter, she goes on a scoring tear. Gates waits for that back door. It's closed. Hands off to Williams. She'll circle around to center court, or top of the key. Trying to direct the offense. Brown now.
They have Atkins face guarding Williams right now, not wanting her to get the ball.
Brown puts up a 2. Banks closed. Yates on the defense there. Brown puts right back up. No good. Rebound to McPhee. Putback's not there. Gates will try a deep 2. Can't get that one to go. Viers fights for it. Yates comes away with it. Yates looking down court, and she kicks on the Jets in a hurry. Throws up a layup. Can't get there. Williams on the defense there. Enough to throw off that shot. Williams, a quick pass down low to Brown. Nice inlet pass, but Bules is there to knock it away. Williams had to thread the needle there.
Who shot that?
Brown did.
Brown. Thank you.
McPhee gets the inbound jumper, and it's no good. Abbey Viers has to fight for that rebound. Kinsey Atkins has got it. They'll go back to work on offense. Yates gets on the left side. Atkins kicks it out to Bules.
Ooh,
got Brown to leave her feet there on the shot fake. Hostrawser down in the corner. Yates to Atkins. Williams on her. Kicks back out to Bules. She'll go baseline.
Ooh.
She'll take advantage of that one and drops the open 2. Triton coming out perfect shooting on that one.
Nice job, Jaelyn Bules. Get her first points of the game. Everyone's getting involved for the Trojans.
Williams now directing traffic. Kinsey Atkins, as Kaden said, face guarding her. She's going to stay with her as much as possible. McPhee kicks back to Gates.
Ooh, she's dribbling that ball out in front of it like she wants it stolen.
Kinsey Atkins jumps the route. It's going to be her and Williams in the fast break. Atkins is going to retreat to the three-point line. Goes to Bules. Kicks out. No look pass to Yates. She'll go baseline. Fights through the defense. They're going to call a travel. Zartman will now check in for Brown. Coach Williams calling out her offense. As Zartman brings it up. Bules right there with her. Looks like more of a man-to-man look here on the defense for the Trojans. Remember the last time they went to that man-to-man defense, Williams went on got 2 straight buckets.
And that's why Kinsey Atkins is face guarding her. They don't want her to catch the ball at all and put up shots like that right there.
Defense strong. McPhee, too strong of a shot there. Williams gets a rebound. Putback's no good. Viers is going to tip away. We're going to get a foul underneath the basket. It's going to be on Lexia Hostrawser. Team's first. Her first personal of the ball game. Jimtown needs someone to inbound the ball.
No, you don't.
Oh, yeah, eventually. Gates tries to thread the needle there, can't.
Jaelyn Bules. She read that perfectly.
Bet big brother like that one. Yates, no look pass. Kinsey Atkins puts it up. Can't get that one to go. Rebound to McPhee. And a timeout for Jimtown as they try to resort things out as Triton came out 5 points in that quarter, in this quarter alone.
And now neither team is shooting the ball very well.
You know, it's just kind of like one of those things. You know, I imagine as a ball player, it's probably hard to, with the practice, don't know if you're going to have a game. Try to prepare. You don't know what games are going to happen. You know, Christmas break's right around the corner. Everybody's, this whole 2020 has just kind of been a tear on everybody. And, you know.
It's kind of just a guessing game. But you still have to put in the work in the offseason. And even when you don't have practice, you still want to go out and shoot as much as you can.
Well, Boss Man took himself off of mute, so I think he's got something to say.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I got to give a shout-out to our 7th grade Trojan boys basketball team. They defeated Knox tonight 42-29 for their 31st win in a row from 5th grade to 7th grade. Their 31st. Wow. They're undefeated.
Holy cow.
There's a streak for you. Fun stat for as Orion pulls that one back.
I got to find some wood to knock on.
I
got to go back there.
You got to go back there. Oh, man. Oh, wow. And then, of course, Kenny's over there running the
I'll check in and see what
game for that.
You can watch 8th grade live right now if they're still playing. It's two and a half minutes left in the third. Triton 31, Knox 22. That's the 8th grade.
So Gates, Zartman, McPhee, Sandoval, and Williams, the 5 out there for Jimtown. We'll see what Coach drew up here for this one. Williams really close to that half-court line. Kinsey Atkins right there stuck to her. McPhee looking for somewhere to go. The countdown started. Zartman, she'll try a deep 3. Can't get that one to go. Looked a good look there. Hostrawser gets the rebound, but I think we're going to get a push on McPhee.
Yes, it will. That's her 2nd foul.
Folkers is going to come in now.
Jimtown foul number 32, McPhee.
So 2 team fouls now for Jimtown.
For Jimtown, J.C. Folkers.
Yates now at the basketball, goes down to Hostrawser and is going to get fouled by Folkers, who just checked in.
Be her 2nd foul.
Team's 3rd. The fouls are racking up here. Like we said, the fouls took a while to get going there in that first half.
Jimtown foul number
Kinsey Atkins looks to get it in. They'll set in their inbound play. Yates will break out here near side. Up top to Hostrawser, high pass. Kinsey Atkins alone in the corner. She's going to try that 3 ball, and she gets it to go.
Kinsey Atkins.
8-point ball game. Kinsey Atkins hits another 3.
And she'll tell you she hates that corner 3. That is her least favorite spot. I don't get it. It was my favorite. It was my dad's favorite. Kinsey hates it. That should
Countdown.
I had 5 seconds. Did you?
That's what I thought I counted. Foul there on the shot. Gates will go to the line.
I think it was on Taren Yates, maybe.
It's going to be on Abbey Viers. Nope. You're close.
Yeah.
You're close. You had about a 25, or I guess there's 5 of there, so a 20% chance.
They were right next to each other.
50-50. Yates gets that one to go. Jolie Groves and Addyson Viers are going to check in for the Trojans.
Triton
And that's going to bring out Bules and Hostrawser.
10, Jolie Groves. Number 34, Addyson Viers.
See what those two girls can go in and do now, because as Kaden's motioning over here, of course, he's at his teacher's
I'm at my
pedestal.
teacher podium.
Looks like he's got something important to say.
I always have something to say. Whether it's important or not, that's a different question.
Atkins can't handle the hot pass, and that one goes out of bounds. Trojans turn it over on that one.
Or is it a music stand since you like to sing?
I was going to say, with no music tonight, I thought Kaden was going to go down there and sing the national anthem and everything. And
I definitely crossed my mind.
oh, boy. Faulkner's with it at the free throw line. Is going to kick it out to Zartman. Williams trying to get away from Kinsey Atkins, but she's done nothing. She must have got some Gorilla Glue or something on her, because she's stuck to Williams. And Williams gets a contested 2 to go.
Off a ball screen.
5-point ball game. As Kinsey Atkins gets it, she's looking down court. Williams on her. Hands off to Yates. On top to Groves. She'll work left, pulls back, feeds Abbey Viers at the free throw line. No look pass, throws it away to Gates. Gates quickly in transition, going to work against Viers, fades away. Viers is going to send it right back down.
I could record you singing the anthem, and then we could play that.
That way we don't get copyright?
Yeah, because it can't copyright your voice.
No, my music label might not like that.
Oh, my goodness. No, I think I wore the wrong shoes tonight. Maybe I should have wore some boots tonight. It's getting a little deep up here.
Shut up.
Oh, boy.
Oh, hello.
High pass. Sandoval corrals it before anybody else got to it. Zartman's got it now with 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in this third quarter. They trail by 5. Gates corrals it. Triton wanted a double dribble there.
Kinsey.
And they're going to get Williams taken off before she put it on the floor for the travel. And look to them to put that full court pressure on. Triton's gotten better with this full court pressure as the seasons went on. A little more aggressive with it. Got to keep moving that ball forward.
Just clear out. There's a man-to-man. Just get the ball in and clear out. And instead, you turn it over with a jump ball.
Jimtown takes right back over. Williams with it now. Kinsey Atkins, like I said, been like Gorilla Glue, stuck to her here in this third quarter.
Williams did not start, and she has 11 of Jimtown's 15 points.
Faulkner goes down to Sandoval. The lefty will force up a 2 and gets fouled.
That was a foul all day long.
By Abbey Viers. And Hostrawser will quickly check back in.
It's her third foul. We saw Abbey Viers foul out Saturday.
Triton foul number 24, Abbey Viers.
Yep, she does lead the team in personal fouls, coming into this one with 23.
Sandoval's first shot goes. The lefty now 2 of 3, I believe.
That is correct.
Hostrawser comes in as Viers will sit down. Coach Heckaman kind of talking to her on that foul, just trying to, Abby just needs to settle down. Abby's got the complete talent. She just needs to settle right back down and smile and have fun, do what she's capable of doing. As Sandoval mixes that second free throw. Yates now working against Williams. Tight defense there by the freshman. They're going to call her at the foul. Bules will check in for Jolie Groves. Yates inbound, goes to Kinsey Atkins. Back to Yates. Williams now guarding her. Up top to Hostrawser. Kicks it in here to the right wing to Kinsey Atkins.
Curl.
Yates goes to Bules. High pass. Atkins gets that hand up there and brings it right back down. Feeding now Addyson Viers. The freshman goes up strong. Blocked by Faulkner. Sandoval fighting Bules for the basketball. Kicks it down to Addyson Viers. She'll put the ball on the floor. Up. Can't get the friendly roll. Gets her own rebound.
One more time.
Put backs up and she'll get a foul there. That might be on Justice Williams. That might be her second personal foul. Oh, they're going to call out on Faulkner.
It'll be her third.
Foul number 24, Faulkner.
Team's fifth, as they're now 2 away from putting Triton in the bonus. Addyson Viers to the line, shooting 60% from the free throw line, 6 of 10. She continues that, 7 of 11.
That is the first free throw for the Trojans all night.
Been hard to get down there to that free throw line. Here's his second one. Can't get that one to go.
Good job by Jaelyn Bules down there.
Hostrawser put back iron, no good. Rebound to Justice Williams. Williams tries to get through. Goes down low. Hostrawser comes in, knocks it right back away. They're letting him play with a lot of contact here in this ball game. Yates works. They're going to call a carry. As Coach Heckaman kind of said, you got to get your hand on top of that ball. You got to watch get in there on the side, because that's something I used to struggle with, was the carry, because when I wanted to dribble, I wanted to really twist my hand.
Yep.
That's something that, you know, that's tough. Sometimes it's hard mentally to do when you're going in transition. Sandoval, she'll work against Hostrawser. Call her with the foul on the body.
It'll be Lexia's second.
Team's fourth.
Yeah, she's the only other Trojan in foul trouble with 2.
Gates to inbound. 24.6 to go here in this third quarter. Triton leads by 5. Andy O'Hara alongside Kaden Atkins and the Hall of Famer Orion are here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network as Jimtown travels here to the Trojan Trench. Gates tipped away by Atkins. Gates leads her out in front. Atkins patiently goes up and gets it to go.
I was holding my breath on that one, considering she missed a easy breakaway early.
Williams is going to force a shot here at the buzzer. That one's going to miss. And that's the end of the third quarter. Triton leads 23-16. It's a little bit better play there in that third quarter by Triton. You know, they kind of flexed their muscles and played up to their potential a little bit. Just got to settle down, smile, have fun, and just have fun out there. That's where a lot of it is. It just feels like you don't see the smiling, and the girls just aren't quite having fun. They got to go back out. They don't need to be. It doesn't need to be business as normal, but just go out and smile and have fun.
I think that has a lot to do with the fact that Emma Hepler's not here. Emma Hepler's always the one cheering everybody up, making everybody laugh, and her presence on the court and off the court is dearly missed right now. You
know, that explains why it's a little bit quieter in here.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Emma's watching.
Yeah.
But that explains why it's really quiet in here. I haven't heard a yeah or hear her yelling and hooting and hollering and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, I'm just telling you.
Well, should I take us through the schedule of events before Christmas?
Well, you can try. It's not guaranteed it's going to happen.
Well, tomorrow night, the junior high boys travel to Valley, 5 o'clock start for 7th grade, 8th grade to follow. The 5th and 6th grade boys games against OD were canceled. JV and varsity boys games Friday were moved to next Tuesday night. That's against Winnemac. Saturday, the wrestling was all canceled, or we're not attending. I'm not sure which. Saturday, the JV and varsity girls host Pioneer at 1 o'clock. The boys, JV and varsity, travel to Plymouth for a 6:15 JV start. Monday, the girls host Plymouth here in the Trench, a 6 o'clock start, JV and varsity. And JV and varsity boys, well, of course, I've said they will host Winnemac Tuesday night.
So there you go, a long list of events. We'll see what happens with those. Atkins, Bules, Yates, Addyson Viers, and Lexia Hostrawser, the 5 out there for Triton. Sandoval, Williams, Zartman, Folkers, and Brown, the 5 out there for the Lady Jimmies.
Ooh, they missed a moving screen on Yates down there.
Williams jumps the route. Yates has got a corral. They're going to say it was tipped. And Yates reaches out that forearm, and they're going to call a charge.
Yep, that's the right call.
And
saw her extend that arm there.
Yep. When you extend that arm, you're kind of set there. But Williams did a good job selling it as well.
Yep.
And a timeout there, I believe, for Coach Heckaman. I'm thinking it was Triton.
Yeah,
that's what it was at the end of the third, right?
Yes.
Well.
So, you know, and like I said, you know, it's just the girls, you know, and like I said, you just miss that presence. You just got to find a way to have fun. You know, a lot of these girls play volleyball, and when they hit tough moments in there, you got to go back to what you did there. Just go out, smile, have fun, just play ball. You know, that was something I always struggled with, where when I played, it was always business as usual, and I'm
sitting there ripping myself each time I do something wrong, but that's just I'm a bit of a perfectionist.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think I was the other way. I think the fun came before the work, and that's maybe why I couldn't do much other than shoot the 3-ball. But
so you're saying you were Steve Kerr?
You know what? That's fine.
Hey, that's a good comparison. I'd take that one.
Zartman kicks it out to Brown. She's going to try the dribble drive. Goes up strong and can't get that one to go. Nice job by Addyson Viers to stand straight up on that one. Yates looking down court quickly to Kinsey Atkins in transition. She'll drive. Floater is up and can't get the roll. Yates trying to fight for it. Addyson Viers the putback. Bank is closed. Fighting for the rebound. She gets back in there. They're going to get a, ooh, that was a quick jump ball call.
Yes, it
and
was.
Jimtown gets it back.
Triton holds on to that 7-point lead.
Williams has got it. She's working against Kinsey Atkins. Tight defense there. Kinsey Atkins rips it right away. Jump ball. Triton gets it back. Kinsey Atkins, like I said, your little sister down there, like I said, she must have got some Gorilla Glue or something because she has been stuck to Justice Williams.
I think she's angry. Maybe I ticked her off before the game. She's taking it out on Williams.
Well, I feel bad for her because I wouldn't want to make Kinsey mad.
That'll be my new strategy. I'll just
make her mad.
Make Kinsey mad before every game.
Brown on the tight defense knocks it out of bounds. Triton hangs on to it. Coach Heckaman trying to talk her here to kind of pull here near, kind of pull towards this side to kind of free that up. Yates double teaming Addyson Viers down low, so keep an eye on that matchup down there. Sandoval, the tight defense, feeds back to Hostrawser. Yates, step back three, it's up. They can't get down, to go a little too strong. Rebound to Folkers. Goes to Zartman. Jimtown back on defense. Coach Williams calling out the play. As Justice will try a straightaway three. Can't get that one to go. That one's going to go out of bounds. And it looked like it went off Folkers. And here comes that full court pressure by the Jimmies.
A minute and a half in, still no scoring for either team in this final quarter of play.
For both teams, it's been hard to get that ball to go in that basket tonight.
Yeah.
Yates gets it. She's going to go to work now inside the three-point line. Back to Bules. Atkins rotates here to the near side. She's going to work. Kicks it on over to Yates. Justice Williams giving her some space.
Back screen.
Really respecting the drive there, or Yates' ability to drive. Bules goes right back to Yates, feeds Addyson Viers. She'll have to split the defenders. Up and in. Addyson Viers, I don't know if she took a loan out, but the banks must be reopened because she's been using that glass very well tonight. And there's another point for her.
Well, it helps when you're given the ball.
Yeah, she can score when you feed it to her.
So timeout there for Jimtown. They got 2 timeouts left, 5:44 left in the ball game. If you're Coach Williams down there, what are you telling your girls?
Yeah, it's the age-old question, isn't it, Andy?
That is the age-old question because you know what? That's what you're going to get asked.
Feed Justice Williams. She has 11 of your 16 points.
And I see that one, but I kind of think you might want to go the other way because you might go. I mean, do you start to feed like Sandoval, who's been decent from got a few points from the free throw line? Do you feed that one there, or feed her there, and let her try to work down there, try to get to the free throw line? Because you know, Triton. I mean, you're 2 fouls away from getting your chance back to the free throw line, and as we saw, Jimtown's been pretty good from the free throw line tonight.
If Abbey Viers is on Sandoval, I'd probably go to Sandoval, see if you can get Abbey Viers another cheap foul, make her sit down for a little bit. That'll give her 4. So that'd be a good option for Justice Williams. Maybe a pick-and-roll action into something like that with Williams and Sandoval. Something. I think she's drawn up something that's going to either develop a 3 or an inside-outside opportunity. You know,
Jimtown's came to play. You know,
yes,
granted, you know, this has been kind of the defensive game. Both teams had a hard time buying a basket, but neither team's not backing down. And that's what you want to see for a good matchup here. The Sandoval's out there with Folkers, Brown, Williams, and Zartman. Yates, Atkins, Bules, Addyson, and Abbey Viers. Both Viers towers are out there for the Trojans. Williams pull up baseline jumper, no good. Viers gets the rebound and goes to Yates. Yates is going to push the ball quickly here. He's going to try to take off, use that athleticism, and get down court. Feeds Atkins. Goes down to nice job there by Addyson Viers to get that leg out. And we're going to get a foul. We're going to get a push. They're going to call on Abbey Viers.
Yep.
That was a good move by Addyson Viers. I don't know if you quite saw where she stepped there. Yep. You know, that's a good move there to kind of get yourself free up because sometimes that'll make that defender kind of second-guess themselves. And with Addison's height and athleticism, she can go right up with that basketball the way she did.
Hook that leg. If the ref doesn't see that, they're not going to call that as a hook. So, I mean, it's a very good post move.
She has no fear of shooting that ball down there either with all those people on her.
Moving screen on Abby Brown there.
Both teams now with 6 team fouls.
Number 30, Brown.
It's been a fast game.
Oh,
Here we go now.
Mister.
They're going to kind of double team Yates when she's got the ball. Bules gets it. She spins around, kicks out. Kinsey Atkins. Can she hit another one? Can't get that one to go. Addyson Viers reaches up and tries to get it. Bules runs the baseline, but she steps out. It goes right back to Jimtown. Do you need to go down and make her mad or anything?
Yeah,
I'm not encouraging that.
I'll go yell at her.
Don't do that. I want her to interview one of these days. Williams gets past the half-court line. Going to slow it down a little bit here as they trail by 9. Got my cheat button
You
there.
needed the cheat to do that math?
After I messed up the other week, I'm second-guessing myself on my math every single time I do it now. I caught myself doing it at work today.
There you go.
Yates tries to get away. She'll get tripped up.
Well, make sure you count your screws when you get home that you're going to put in that board.
2. We only need 2.
Oh.
Only need 2. 1 for each side.
And how many screwdrivers does that take?
Only takes 1. Don't.
Williams.
You two, I'm telling you what, I'm going to get home. I'm going to have 3 screws and 2 drills or something. I'm going to walk in like, yep, they jinxed me.
Hold on. What's going on here?
Yeah, exactly. See, things like that happen.
Trojans, number 32, Lexia
Now, do you make
Hostrawser.
sure your screwdriver fits, like if you're using a Phillips, to make sure that it's the right size Phillips?
Yes. I'm very adamant about that.
Otherwise, you'll strip the screw out.
Yes,
Also
and that drives me
checking in
nuts.
for the Lady Jimmies,
Anderson will
number
check
12,
in for
Randy
Folkers
Anderson.
as McPhee was getting looked at in the locker room. Yates hit the first free throw. She comes the second one. Can't get that one to go. Addyson Viers gets the rebound. Goes right back up. Can't get it to go. Abbey with the rebound. Throws it out to Yates, but Williams jumps it. Williams in transition goes up. Kind of had to rush that shot. Tipped through a whole bunch of players, and Jimtown can't quite corral it. Goes right back to Triton. Yes, I am very adamant. I do not like strip screws. That has drove me nuts.
And don't buy those cheap Chinese ones, you know. That
No, you don't. No.
you can afford stainless steel there.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Hostrawser comes back to it. Yates now on top. They're going to go to work. Atkins goes up top to Addyson Viers. Tight defense by Anderson. A little bit of size mismatch there as Viers now and Sandoval going to go back at it. Yates goes baseline back to Abbey Viers to Addyson Viers. Free throw jumpers up. Banks open for Addyson Viers.
Addyson Viers.
Viers now with 9 points.
12-point ball game. So Williams works with the screen, picks up the dribble.
A good
Goes to
double team.
Zartman, throws it away. You know, there's a lot of bright spots for this Jimtown team. I mean, they got some very talented underclassmen. You know, they got some seniors that can really play out there as well. So this group here, look for them to get better down the stretch. As Yates now gets caught on the baseline. Hostrawser bails her out, and Atkins gets it across. 3:23 to go in the ball game. Triton leads by 12. Addyson Viers gets the ball up top. Anderson out there to guard her. Atkins doesn't look the ball in. It goes out of bounds. Triton turns it over to Jimtown. I believe that's their 11th turnover by our count of the ball game. Oh, Coach Groves, like he said, was it 10 a game?
9.
9 a game.
Once that number under 9, travel.
Brown will kind of
Took off.
take off before putting the ball on the floor. There's the travel, as Kaden just pointed out. And this full court pressure defense by the Jimmies as they try to find a way to climb back into this one. Yates goes to Viers down low. She'll get pushed hard from behind from Sandoval.
Hard foul.
Addyson Viers, the freshman, jumps right back up. She's ready to go. On her first trip,
She was 1 for 2.
she's 1 for 2. She came in shooting 6 of 10 on the year. First shot is up and gets a friendly roll to go in.
Give her 10 points. Yeah.
You're the stat keeper.
Wait.
Well, I just looked over.
Andy looked like he didn't believe me.
I was verifying things. Foul down low as there's a smile from Abby. And she'll go to the line for the 1-and-1 opportunity, I believe, or is they in the double bonus? It is 19 fouls, right?
Lady Jimmies, number 24, J.C. Folkers.
J.C. Folkers checks in as Sandoval comes out with 3:01 to go. Abbey Viers to the line. Needs to be patient here. Good backspin, gets that one to go. Now got Lexia smiling, Abby smiling. That's what we want to see. Gets that one to go. Nice job. Perfect from the line for Abbey Viers. As Williams will bring it up inside 3 minutes to go. They trail 31-16.
The Trojans are now 63% from the free throw line, which is 10% better than their season total.
That shot blocked there by Addyson Viers. She got a piece of it. Yates looked down low, or looked up court, didn't quite see what she wanted. Loses that crossover to free up to go to Kinsey Atkins. Viers gets it now on to Hostrawser. Addison working down low against Folkers, trying to get freed up. Anderson gets a piece of that one, and her and Abbey Viers fight for it, but it's going to go out of bounds on Jimtown. Atkins goes to inbound, looking deep for Addyson Viers. Kicks it quickly on over to Hostrawser. Keeps that plant foot, stays there. Abbey Viers goes up strong and has a chance for an and one opportunity. Viers Tower coming in strong there. Hey, so somebody must have heard me over there say that.
Sounded like Mom. Or
I think it was Mom, yeah.
Of course, Alexa's over there tonight.
Yep.
She's probably on break now.
Well,
Not.
I need to call in that favor for her to watch my kids. I told her, you watch my kids, you'll never want to watch kids ever again. Abby short of the mark there, missed free throw. She jumps in, but she's going to get called for a foul, and I believe that's going to be it.
Yep, that'll do it.
And the family said, if you're going to get a fifth foul, you might as well make it a good one. Oh,
Instead,
boy.
it's going to send Abby Brown to the free throw line.
Talia Gates.
For Jimtown, number 4, Talia Gates.
She'll come in for Zartman. As Brown goes to the line, has she been there tonight?
She has not.
So her first trip to the charity stripe. First shot is up, kind of off the mark there. As Yates gets the rebound, they'll go back to work. Yates quickly pushing it up in transition. Atkins now looking down low for Hostrawser, trying to get position on Anderson. Deep two, Addyson Viers finds the bottom of the net there.
Addyson Viers.
Williams goes, working against Atkins. She'll drive, forces up one, can't get that one to go. Try to use the glass there. Brown with the rebound, putbacks, no good. Rebound, Hostrawser. Yates working up court, had Kinsey Atkins, goes right to her. Atkins corrals that one. Williams hit the deck hard. Bules steps into a deep two on the elbow. Can't get that one to go. Rebound, Addyson Viers. Kinsey Atkins, I'll take a three. Can't get that one to go. Hostrawser keeps it alive, and they're going to try to get the rebound, but I think it went out on Kinsey Atkins, and it's going to go to Jimtown. Jolie Groves will now be checking in, as well as Gates.
Number 10, Jolie Groves.
I don't have 44.
Nor do I.
That was not on my list.
Also checking in for Jimtown, number 2, Cassidy Gates. And number 44, Destiny's Foster.
I got the first name.
I didn't get the second part of it.
Might have been Fostich.
I don't want to guess. We'll just go with Destiny. That was not on my list. It's up. On to Brown. Anderson now goes to Destiny up top the key.
Good hands by Jolie Groves.
Nice job to knock that pass away. Intended for Talia Gates. Minute 16 to go. Got some of the reserves out there for Jimtown. You know, you got to give them some props. You know, Justice Williams had herself a night. She fought hard. Jocelynn Faulkner will be checking in next dead ball. Now to go out of bounds. And Faulkner will come in.
Triton substitution, number 12, Jocelynn
She'll come in for Taren Yates. Taren Yates comes out. Morgan Feldman looks like she'll also be coming in.
Yep.
JV put up 33 points in their 2 quarters of play tonight.
Only allowed 3, so they played very well.
So tough defense, good offense. Bules spin move, kicks out to Hostrawser on the outside corner. Faulkner gets on the left wing. She'll work back up. Hostrawser gets it. She's going to try the dribble drive. Bules with it. Steps into another deep 2. Can get in and out. Can't get to go. Addyson Viers put back. No good. Gets the rebound. Reaches right back up over top. She's just taller than everybody else. She can just reach right up there and grab a hold of that. Destiny with the rebound for Jimtown. Gates with it with now 35 seconds to go. Triton's going to improve on the season. They're going to now knot it back up with Jimtown as the series will be tied 7-7 on the last 15 years. Triton will improve to 4-4 on the year. Jimtown will fall to 1-6. Jimtown's next opponent, barring anything would happen, is going to be they're going to host New Prairie. That's tomorrow night.
That's a conference game for them, I believe.
I believe so, yes. Yep, it's got the C next to it, so we won't discuss anything else tomorrow night. And then, as we said, we'll be hosting Pioneer on Saturday at a 2 p.m. start. So as Morgan Feldman will check in for Lexia Hostrawser.
Number 42, Morgan Feldman.
What? Gates now will go to the line. She'll shoot that one. So foul was on Faulkner. Viers has got it. Trying to go back to work. Morgan Feldman just checking in there for Lexia Hostrawser. Bules, that spin move's worked in the last couple plays. Groves now. Goes down to Addyson Viers. The freshman goes up and can't get the roll. Bules with the rebound.
Go up.
The senior goes back up, can't get the go. Morgan Feldman trying to fight for the rebound. Gates comes away with it, 10 seconds to go. Jimtown might try to get another basket here before time expires. Gates to Gates, deep 3, short of the mark, and that's going to be it there. As Triton will win this one 35-16 to improve. Kaden's going to have stats here in just a moment for us. Do you need to be over here?
Yeah, I like to be over here, yeah.
Here, I'll just.
We're good. We're good.
I want to thank Orion for the setup and Kaden's podium tonight.
Well, that podium is nice. It's almost as nice as the couch.
Starting to sound like me.
I think that's right.
Yep.
Is that where we want to start?
Yep.
And that didn't work. Here we go.
Scoring for the Jimtown Jimmies. Justice Williams led the way with 11 points. Sandoval had 2. Folkers had 2. And Gates had 1.
First for Jimtown. Cassidy Gates,
and for the Trojans, Addyson Viers, 12 points. Kinsey Atkins, 8 points. Abbey Viers, 6 points. Taren Yates, 5 points. Jaelyn Bules and Lexia Hostrawser both having 2 points on the night. Team stats, Triton shot 5 of 9 from the free throw line to Jimtown's 5 of 10, 12 of 38 2-point field goals to 4 of 24. 2 points, or 2 3-pointers made for Triton, 1 for Jimtown, and Triton less turnovers than Jimtown, 11-5.
So Triton improving in that margin tonight. They're going to have to do a lot of work get ready for Pioneer on Saturday with that conference matchup as Triton tries to look to get back in the draw even in the – oh, Kenny's here. He just got done over there. He was. Hey, this time we didn't have to talk through anything virtual this time. Well, I could have used you here for the halftime interview with Brandon. I mean, I think we did okay, but we made it work. Brandon did a good job. Appreciate him for the interview tonight. So that being said, Triton wins tonight, 35-16, and Ryan's got somebody put his finger up.
I was just going to say the 8th grade won 48-37. Something like that.
Okay. So 7th grade improves that.
We was having scoreboard issues
against Knox.
Oh.
Oh,
okay, well, hey, it was done. When that scoreboard was turned off, that's it. So with that being said, well, I guess we'll be back
Saturday
here.
At 1 o'clock.
Saturday at 1 o'clock. We'll have the JV going, then the varsity immediately following that. With that being said, Andy O'Hara for Kenny Barnhart, Kaden Atkins, the Hall of Famer, Ryan Lemler. Until next time, Trojan fans, remember the Trojan way.